Hi all, very good morning. Welcome to Chandan English YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss about light and its concept. So each and every student from starting to ending, please don't miss this session. Why? Because in every examination you can get one question from this unit. Okay. So let's continue this session. Before starting the sessions, once all of you click the like button and please do share this video to your friends and relatives who needs classes in English medium. Okay, students. Yeah. What is light? So what are the different types of lights? Okay. What is reflection? What is refraction? What is dispersion? So how a rainbow is formed? And what are the uses of Newton's disc? In this session we are going to discuss. Okay. So each and every student from starting to ending, don't miss even a single point through this chapter. Okay. Hi Nagarani, Prashanti, Shivani, Bhavana. Okay. Lakshmi, very good morning. What is light actually? So light is nothing but it is a radiation or it is a form of energy. Okay. So actually we have dealt with like a sound unit. Okay. So what is the difference between light and sound, students? Light does not require any medium to travel, but sound requires a medium to travel. Either it may be a solid or it may be a liquid or it may be a gaseous. Light can travel even in empty space like vacuum also. But how the light travels? Light always travels in a straight line. Okay. Remember students, sound can travel in transverse and longitudinal waveform. When comes to light, it travels in a straight line only. Okay. Light always travels in a straight line only, and it is a form of energy, nothing but it is a radiation and it is a form of energy. Okay. For a person to look anything, he needs some lighting. Okay. So you can see me only if there is lighting only. Okay. So that is the importance of light. So what is light, students? Light is nothing but it is a radiation or it is a form of energy by which a person can see another person. Okay. And light always travels in a straight line. It does not require any medium to travel. It can travel even in the vacuum also. Okay. So this is the important thing to be noted, students. Okay. So light is a radiation. Light is a radiation or a form of energy that our eyes can detect. Okay. Light enables us to view surroundings. So we can able to see our surroundings. Why? Because there is a presence of light. If there is no light in the night time, can we see our surroundings? No. Why? Because there is an absence of light. So that is the importance of light. Okay. So for instance, if you look at the flame, for example, so here is a human eye and this is like a pipe which has a hole in between that pipe. Okay. So here is a candle which is having a lid. When you look at this candle, we can see this. Why? Because the light is travel. As I told, the light travels in a straight line. For that purpose only this person can able to see this candle light. And in the similar second case, the person cannot see the candle. Why? Because this pipe is somewhat bended. Okay, the pipe is somewhat bended, and what happens to the light here? The light gets blocked here. Why? Because always light travels in a straight line, but till here the light can be seen, but what is happening here? The light is bent there. For that purpose, the light bends, the light is blocked there, and the person cannot see that candle. Okay, so by this what we have understood, students, light always travels in a straight line. Okay, if there is a blockage, we cannot see anything. Okay, yes. Next, reflection of light. So we all know very well what is reflection. Reflection is nothing but when a light ray is incident on a particular like a mirror, so there will be many reflections. That is nothing but bouncing back of the same image. Okay, bouncing back of the same image, light rays is known as what, students? Reflection. For example, okay, when we look at the mirror, the same reflection we will see on the mirror. Okay, that is a perfect example for reflection. Reflection is nothing but when a light ray is incident on the mirror, the same image will be reflected. That is the example for the reflection. Okay. Whenever light hits an object, for example, so this is a light, okay. So this is an object. For example, it is a glass object. Okay, when the light is incident on this glass object, what happening there? So the light rays are reflecting back. Okay, the light rays are reflecting back. This is the example for reflection. When a light rays are incident on the particular glass object, so that glass object is reflecting that rays backwards. So that is known as what, friends? Reflection. Everybody know this. Perfect example is mirror. Reflection of light can be defined as the phenomenon of the object throws back the light that falls on it. Nothing but the light is incident here, the light is falling here, and what is happening? It is reflecting back. Okay, the light rays are falling here and in turn it is reflecting back. This is known as what, friends? Reflection. A mirror is generally any shiny surface that can reflect black light. Why we are using mirror, students? In order to see our image, we will use mirror. Why? Because when the light hits that mirror, it reflects back the same image which is appearing on the mirror. So for that purpose we will use to mirror, okay, to look how we are. Okay, and a mirror that has a plane surface is called a plane mirror, and in this mirror we have two types of mirrors. One is plane mirror. So in general we use plane mirror, and second one is spherical mirror. So these spherical mirror means somewhat it will be curve shaped. Either it may be a concave mirror or it may be a convex mirror. Okay, how many types of mirrors we have, students? Two mirrors, plane mirror, and the second thing is spherical mirror. In spherical mirror, it has again two more mirrors. One is convex mirror and one is concave mirror. Spherical is nothing but somewhat curved. Okay, plane is nothing but flat. Okay, next. So what is an image actually? As a mirror reflects light, an image of the object that is in the front of the mirror is formed on it. So we all know. So this is mirror. Actually this mirror is a flat or plane mirror. So when the object is in front of this mirror, the same will be appeared on that mirror. But the condition is that, okay, right left inversion method. Okay, right left inversion method means, I will say, okay, the image of an object can be defined as the impression of the object created by the light on the mirror. Okay, now the image which is appearing on the mirror, this is known as what, students? Impression. Remember, each and everything is very, very important. So an object is placed in between the, an object is placed in front of the mirror, and the image formed on the mirror, it is said as what, students? Impression. Okay, you have to know the terminology first. And next, the distance between the image and the mirror and the object and the mirror always remain the same. And the second thing is that the distance between the mirror and the object and the distance between the impression and the object is always same. Did you understand what I said? Actually, the distance between the mirror and the object and the distance between the impression and the object, these two will be always same. In the similar way, okay, if the object is placed somewhat forward to the mirror, the distance will be increased. If the object is placed somewhat nearer to the mirror, the distance between the mirror and the object will be decreased. Okay, this is general, everybody know this. Okay, next. If we increase or decrease the distance between the object and the mirror, the distance between the image and mirror also increases or decreases. Okay, if we put this object somewhat forward, then the distance will be increased. If we put this candle somewhat nearer to the mirror, the distance will be decreased. This is general, everybody can know this. Okay, now, however, the size of the image formed on the mirror can vary with respect to the distance. So this is important. Okay, actually, when the object is kept far away from the mirror, that object appears very small. Okay, that you should note. Okay, when the object which is placed forward to the mirror, the object size will be smaller, it appears smaller. In the similar way, okay, if the distance between the object and the mirror increases, the size of the image decreases and vice versa. If we kept, okay, once all of you go to the mirror, okay, and if you look at you go close to the mirror and the size will be appear larger than as you are. So when the object is placed far away, so we can look only very small size. So that is the difference between if we increase the distance and if we decrease the distance of an object. Okay. Next, an image is said to be erect if the image is formed the same side up as that of the object. Okay, so this is the mirror and this is the object. The same object is appearing on the mirror also. How the object is? It is appearing in the same way in the mirror. So that particular mirror image is known as what, students? That image is erect. If this lid is downwards and if this candle is upward, so this position is known as what, students? The image is inverted, sorry. Okay, if it look the same, if the object when it is in front of the mirror, if it appears the same, so we say it as it is erect. If it appears up down, we say it as what? Inverted. Note this difference. Okay, the image will be called inverted if it is formed upside down compared to the object. So these are all basic, students, everybody know this, but one we have to discuss again and again. So did you understand what I said till now? So mirror is nothing but it is a plane mirror, and the distance between the object and the mirror, similarly the distance between the object and the impression which falls on the mirror will be same. If the distance is increased, the object will appears very small. If the distance is decreased, the object appears very large when compared to other. Okay, and if the impression is same as the object, that image is said to be erect. If the impression is upside down, we say it as that image is inverted. Okay. Next, light drift inversion of the object. So this is a mirror. Okay, this is mirror. So when we stand in front of the mirror, our right hand will appear as left hand, our left hand will appear as right hand. So that system is known as what, students? Left-right inversion of the image. Okay, what is this left-right inversion of the image? Even you can observe in the ambulance also. If you look at the ambulance, the words of the ambulance will be inverted. Why? Because if we look through the convex mirror, those words appear as ambulance spelling only. But when we look directly, the spelling of the ambulance will be inverted. Okay, why? Because the mirror appears in left-right inversion of the image system. The image formed by the mirror is always left-right inverted. This means that the right side of the object appears as the left side of the image and the left side of the object appears at the right side of the image. Did you understand what I said? Now I have stood in front of the mirror. So my left hand appears as the right hand and my right hand appears as the left hand. So always the mirror will follow this left-right inversion method. Okay, remember, students, very, very important. And next, why the word ambulance is painted on an ambulance left-right inverted? So if you look at the ambulance, if we look straightly to the ambulance, the words will be written in inverted method. Why? Because in the mirror, okay, when a person is behind or in front of the ambulance, okay, or back of him, in the mirror, the spelling of the ambulance will be like AMBLUNC. But what is here? Like mirror always shows left as right and right as left. For that purpose, this ambulance is always written in the left-right inverted method. Okay. This is because of the left-right inversion of the image on the mirror. The word ambulance written as left-right inverted word. Okay, very, very important. How the word ambulance is written on the ambulance. In which method? Left-right inverted method. Why? Because mirror always follows left-right inverted method. That means the right image shows as, the right hand in the image shows as left hand and the left hand in the image shows as right hand. Okay. There would be read easily by the driver of the vehicle ahead of the ambulance in its rear view mirror. The rear view mirror will again invert the word left right wise. Okay. Next, the laws of reflection. So this is also very, very important, students. Actually this is a, think this is as a glass metal. Okay. The light from sunlight has incident here. Okay. The same length of the light will be reflected. Okay. From this what we can say, students, law of reflection is equal to, angle of incidence will be always equal to angle of reflection. Okay. When the light rays falls on a glass object, the same will be reflected back. By this what we can say, law of angle of incident is always equal to angle of reflection. Okay, what is incident ray, students? Nothing but the light ray that falls. This is the light ray from the sun which falls on the glass object. This is known as what? Incident ray. And what is this reflected ray? The on which it is falling, this will be reflected back. This is known as what, students? Reflected ray. Now what is normal? It is a line that is perpendicular. Now what is this normal, students? Normal ray is nothing but which is perpendicular to the angle of incidence to the angle of reflection. That is known as what, students? Normal. Okay, in light, angle of reflection is always equal to angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Why? Because when a light ray hits the glass metal, the same will be reflected back. By this we can say that angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection, and the perpendicular to this is known as what, students? Normal. Okay. Next, types of reflection. So this is very, very important. We all understood what is reflection. Now we are going to discuss what are the types of reflection. Okay. So if a surface is like smooth, reason properly. If the surface is smooth, the reflection will be similar, and the distance between the all the reflected lines will be same, and the length of the incident ray to the length of the reflected ray will be same. Remember, students, if the surface is smooth, the ray which is incident and the ray which is reflected back, these will be same. Okay, and the same pattern will be followed throughout the glass metal. So if the surface is uneven, so how if the light is incident on that uneven surface, the reflection will be in zigzag manner. So they are not uneven, they are not even. Okay, so these are the types of reflection. What is reflection? Depending on the surface of the reflection object, the reflection of light can be diffused or irregular reflection, regular reflection. So this is smooth surface, students. So this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. This is the incident, this is the reflected, incident, reflected. So it is in a pattern. So it is following a certain even sequence. So when comes to irregular or diffused reflection, so it is having a irregular reflection. It is a irregular surface. When the light falls on this, so this will be reflected like that. So here it will be reflected like that. So these are what, students? Not even. So when compared to irregular reflection, this irregular reflection are not giving the same number of length of reflection rays. Okay. In this type of reflection, the light rays that fall on the surface are reflected back in different directions regularly. So these, when you look at this regular reflection, the incident ray and the reflected ray, so in all the pattern, they are following the same direction. But when you look at the irregular reflection, the direction of the reflection rays are different when compared to previous one. So that is the difference between irregular or diffusion reflection and regular reflection. If you look at the diagram, you can easily understand. Okay. So remember, students, each and every term is very, very important. And the next thing, so SSC exam calendar has released. So everyone regarding this complete details, a session has already been done. So you can look at that class. Okay. SSC GD complete course is also available on our Chandan Loix app. RRB NTPC complete course is also available on our Chandan Loix app. 0 to Hero complete course is also available. Railway exams complete course CBT1 and CBT2 complete course is also available on our Chandan Loix app. SSC exam complete course like Tier 1 and Tier 2 is also available on our Chandan Loix app. Bank exams 2026 new pattern exam complete syllabus is also available on our Chandan Loix app. Bank SSC RRB combo course is also available on our Chandan Loix app. Arithmetic and reasoning, these books you can get it only for $9.99 plus delivery charges applicable. APPSC, TGPSC, SA constable courses are also available on our Chandan Loix app. So next, spherical mirror. As I told you, how many types of mirrors we have? First one is plane mirror and the second one is spherical mirror. In spherical mirror, we have more two mirrors. So those are concave mirrors and concave mirrors. In our daily lives, we will use this concave as well as convex mirror also. Okay, now we are going to discuss those things. Okay, so this is concave. Okay, this is concave. So spherical means nothing but what, students? So somewhat curved. Okay, concave means what? It is curved inside. It is curved. Okay, am I audible? Please, anyone of you confirm? So I'll explain it again. Okay, okay. As I told you, how many types of spherical mirrors we have? We have two types of spherical mirrors. So one is concave mirror and one is convex mirror. So in concave mirrors, how this concave mirror will appear? The curve of the mirror will be inwards. Okay, if the mirror is curved inwards, so we say it as what, students? Concave mirror. If the mirror is curved outwards, so we say it as what, students? Convex mirrors. Okay, so if a rays or incidents, if the light rays are incident on this like a concave mirror, so what happens here? The point, okay, the point of all the reflected rays will be same. Okay, all the reflected rays will be joined at the same point. So this is what? Concave mirror. And the next come convex mirror. Convex mirror is nothing but what? The mirror is curved outside. Okay, when the mirror is curved outside, when the light rays are incident on it, so what happens, students? The reflection of this light will be in different directions. Okay, so this is the difference between concave mirror and convex mirror. And one thing is, students, you have to remember, concave mirror and convex mirror, so these are different from concave lens and convex lens. Okay, yes, done, students, done. So in concave mirror, all the reflected rays will reach at center. So will meet at center. When comes to convex mirror, so they will reflected back in different directions. Next, the image formed by a concave and convex mirrors, an image can be of two types. So these are the difference between how the image will appear in concave mirror, how the image will be appeared in convex mirror. Now we are going to discuss in detail. So this is very, very important table, students. Why? Because most of the questions will be asked in this form only. Okay. The real image is formed when the light rays reflect and meet at the same point. So when we look at the a convex mirror, when we look at the concave mirror which is curved inwards, so what is happening, students? When the lights are incident on it, okay, when the light rays are incident on it, so what is happening here? The reflection rays are meeting at the same point. Okay, the reflections are meeting at the same point. So by this we can say that when an object is placed in front of the concave mirror, the image appeared will be erect. Why? Because all the reflected rays are meeting at the same point. For that purpose, you can say that the image which is in front of the concave mirror will be erect or real image. Remember, students, very, very important. Sure, Vamshi? Yes. Next, it can be viewed on a screen, it is always inverted. And one thing you have to remember is, okay, the object appear on the concave mirror will be inverted. That means upside down. Okay, so this is what, students? Actually, this is a concave mirror. Okay, how it is appearing as? It is appearing upside down. Actually, remember one thing. Okay, concave mirror is nothing but what, students? Listen properly. Concave mirror, it is nothing but the curve is like a curved inside. The mirror is curved inside. If the light rays are incident on it, all the reflected rays will be meet at the same point. So it is meeting at the same point. That means the image which is in front of the concave mirror, it will appear in the erect and it will be in the inverted. That means upside down. Okay, the image which is in front of the concave wave, it will be erect and it will be upside down. So remember, very, very important. And next thing, virtual image. A virtual image is formed when the light rays reflect and diverge from the same point. That is nothing but convex mirror. So if you look at the convex mirror, so how it is curved outwards. When the lights are incident on it, the reflected rays are diverging. So they are not meeting at the same point, they are diverging. So at that cases, what happens? In that cases, it cannot be viewed on the screen. It cannot be viewed on the screen. Why? Because those reflected rays are traveling, diverging. Okay, they are traveling in different direction. For that purpose, if you look at the concave mirror or if you look at the convex mirror, if we place anything in front of the convex mirror, we cannot see that image. Okay, it is always erect. Next, formed by convex, concave and plane mirrors. Next, the image formed by a concave mirror has the following properties. It can neither be real or virtual. Okay, how the images formed by the concave mirror will be? It will be either real or virtual. And the next, it can neither be inverted or erect. Why? Because all the reflected rays are meeting at the same point. The image appeared will be either erect or virtual, or either real or virtual, or it can be either inverted or erect. It can have the same size as that of the object. Okay, so how the object is in front of the concave mirror, the image formed on the concave mirror is also having the same size. A larger size of the object or smaller size than of the object, the image formed by a convex mirror. So what are the if you look at the images formed on the convex mirror, how it will be? It will be always virtual, it is always upright, it is smaller in size as that of the object. Okay, so why? Because, so if you look at the vehicles, okay, the car mirror which is using is nothing but convex mirror. Why? Because, okay, if the light rays are incident on it, it is giving in different direction. The light rays gets reflected in a different direction. For that purpose only in vehicles we use this convex mirror. Why? Because it will shows us a very rare view in a smaller size. Okay. Next. Applications of concave mirror. So where we will use this applications of concave mirror? Okay, where we will use this? It is inverse, it is curved inverse, right? So all the reflection, right, all the incidence rays will be reflected at the same point. That means the image appeared will be either real or virtual. It always, sometimes it may be upright or sometimes it may be erect. Okay, next. Satellite dishes uses a concave mirror to gather all the signals and reflect them on certain point. And similarly, dentist. So in order to check our teeth, dentist will use a concave mirror. And shaving mirrors. Shaving mirrors are also having concave mirror. And headlights of a car. So headlights of a car are also having a concave mirror. And torches. Torches are also having a concave mirror. So very, very important here, these are the applications of concave mirror. Concave mirror is nothing but it is curved insides. When the light rays are incident on it, the reflections all will meet at a single point. So who will use this concave mirrors? Dentist, torch lights, headlights of cars, okay, satellite dishes. So these are the applications of the concave mirrors. Okay. Next, applications of convex mirror. Just now I have told you how this concave mirror will be. It is curved outwards. When the light rays are incident on it, okay, the reflections of this will be diverged. Okay, that means it is in different directions. For this purpose only, okay, in order to look what is behind our vehicle, so they will use convex mirrors. Why? Because the distance objects will also be appeared in this convex mirror. For this purpose, most of the vehicles, or normally all the vehicles, will use this convex mirror to look what is behind our vehicle. Okay. Next, the rear view mirrors are convex mirror as they provide a wider view. Okay, wider view of the road. Why? Because as it is curved outside, when the light rays hit on it, the reflections will be diverged. For this purpose, many of the vehicles will use this convex mirror only to look the wider side of the road. Okay. Hi. Next, lenses. Okay, lenses is different, mirrors are different. So don't get confused, students. Okay, the applications of lenses is different and mirrors are different. So what are lens? A lens is a part of reflecting material like glass or plastic but curved from both sides. Lenses are unlike mirrors that have a reflecting surface only on one side. So did you understand what is the difference between a lens and a reflecting mirror? Okay, what is the difference between a lens and a mirror? So mirror, it reflects only on the one side. The mirror is reflecting only on one side. When comes to lens, this lens on the both sides, the reflections will be there. Okay, that is the difference between a lens and a mirror. Okay, did you understand what I said? Lenses are unlike mirrors that have a reflection surface only on one side. Depending upon its shape, a lens can be categorized as. Did you understand what is it, students? A mirror. So on the back of the mirror, somewhat coating will be there. Okay, so for that purpose, if the light rays hit that, there will be no reflection on one side. Okay, the mirror can give reflection only single side. When comes to lens, on both the sides, the reflections will be there. Okay, based on this, lenses are categorized into convex lens and concave lens. Okay. Next, a convex lens is a curved outside. So what is this, students? Convex lens is curved outside. As we all know, convex mirror is curved outside. So the thing is that for a mirror, we will indicate only this. Why? Because other side is blocked. Other side of the mirror is blocked. For that purpose, we will only use this diagram to indicate mirror. When comes to lens, we will use this. Why? Because on both the sides, the reflections takes place. Okay. A convex mirror is curved outside. It is thicker in the center and narrow. It is thicker in the center, it seems. Okay. The convex mirrors will be thicker in the center. It is thicker in the center and narrow down at the edges. It merges the light rays, passes through it at a center point. So look students, when comes to convex mirror, the light is, when it hits the light, it diverges. The reflected rays are diverges. When come to lens, when the light hits the convex lens, what is doing here? The reflected rays merge at a point. This is known as what, students? Focus. Okay, vice versa. Both are same. but the properties are different. So remember each and everything, students. What is the difference between convex mirror, convex lens? In convex mirrors, the reflected rays are diverging. When comes to convex lens, the reflected rays are meeting at a point. That point is known as what, students? Focus. Okay, the thing is same, convex, the word is same, but their applications are different. Okay, their characteristics are different, students. So remember, don't get confused. Okay, and the next thing is convex, concave. So in concave mirror also, the mirror which is curved inwards. So here also same. Now what is happening here? When the light rays are falling on this concave lens, so what is happening here? The incident rays are reflecting in diverging. So when comes to concave mirror, all those reflected rays are meeting at a single point. But here in concave lens, what is happening here? The incident rays are reflecting in different directions. Okay, know this difference, students. Okay, next. Images formed by convex and concave lenses. So look at this. So as I told, convex lens is nothing but what, students? When an light is incident on the convex lens, the whole reflection rays will be appeared at the center. For that purpose, the image we look will be somewhat smaller. So this is what happening here. Okay, the image is larger. So this is image actually. Okay, so this is image. So this is actually an object. When we place an object in front of the concave lens, so how the image will appear? The image will appear smaller in size. So this is very, very important concept. Okay, so if an object is placed in front of the convex lens, the image which we look will be somewhat larger. If an object is placed in front of the concave lens, the image we get will be somewhat smaller. Know the difference, students. You can get these type of questions only. Okay, just analyze, think yourself. Okay, a convex lens forms an image that is real inverted. The image is large. So this is real and inverted and it is large. Okay, the convex mirror. Why? Because all the reflected rays will meet at the same point, focus point. For that purpose, the image will appear as a real, erect and somewhat larger. When the object is placed in front of the concave lens, okay, so how it will be? A concave lens forms an image that is virtual, erect, small and appears far away. Okay. Next, sunlight. So this is what? Okay, so you know how a rainbow will form, but do you know the what is happening behind that? Okay, I think everybody know this. I will explain again. Okay, so after the rainfall, so there exists some rain droplets in the atmosphere, right? Listen properly. After rainfall, there exists some raindrops in the atmosphere. So when the sunlight hits those raindrops, when the sunlight hits those rainfalls, so what happens? Actually, the sunlight which is hitting the raindrop is white in color. So due to the reflection, okay, due to the reflection, that white color is undergoing into 7 colors, VIBGYOR. For that purpose, okay, it is giving VIBGYOR rainbow. So rainbow is of having how many colors, students? VIBGYOR. Violet. Okay, tell me what are the colors? Violet, indigo. Okay, tell me, students. Yeah. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. Okay, these are the colors. Okay, if a rain droplet is in the atmosphere, when the sunlight hits that raindrop, so what happens? That sunlight will be reflected into 7 colors. That is how the rainbow is formed. Okay, so look, these are the rain droplets, students. Okay, these are the rain droplets, water in the air. So when the sun is hitting, when the sunlight is hitting here, so it is reflecting. Okay, it is reflecting into 7 colors and that is known as what, students? Rainbow. Okay, you all know. Not only in rainbow, students, we can also observe this phenomena in soap bubbles, in surface of a CD and also in prisms. Okay, when a light hits this soap bubble or a CD or a prism, we can observe this VIBGYOR, rainbow. Okay? Yes, very good. Next, Newton's disk. So this is Newton's disk, students. So one of the example actually. Okay, this Newton disk is painted in 7 colors like Vibgyor color. When we rotate this Newton's disk, how this Newton disk will appear means it will appear in white color. Okay, so this is one of the experiment, very important experiment. Okay, the Newton's disk can be obtained by dividing a disk into 7 partitions and painting each of them with 7 colors of the rainbow. So this is one of the practical application. Okay, what Newton has done, he has took a deck, like a CD, he has painted with 7 colors of Vibgyor. So he has rotated this. So finally, what we can appear when the disk is in rotation, we can appear all those colors in white color. Okay, this is an example actually. Okay, why? Because when the rain droplets which are in the atmosphere, when the sunlight hits it, so it is giving us what, students? 7 Vibgyor color. So this is reverse manner. Okay, when the disk is rotated at a fast pace in the daylight, all the colors tend to mix together and the disk appears whitish in color. Okay, students, I think everybody understood. And not only these students, so refraction. What do you mean by refraction actually? I have told you many times. Okay, what do you mean by refraction? So in a glass, there is water actually. Okay, I have put one spoon here. Okay, the spoon is traveling from air to water medium. It is traveling from one medium to another medium. Okay, when a light is traveling from one medium to another medium, the object appears to bent. For this purpose only, if you look at the spoon which is in the glass, when we look at that, the spoon appears bent. Why? Because that object is traveling from, the light rays of that object is traveling from one medium to another medium. For that purpose only, this spoon will be appeared as bent. This phenomena is known as what, students? Refraction. And similarly, what is diffraction, students? Diffraction is nothing but, I have explained many times. Okay, diffraction. Diffraction is nothing but what, students? This is an empty, a closed room. So there exists one slot. Okay, when a light ray falls through this slot, what happens? It will travel throughout so the light ray will spread throughout the room. This is known as what, students? Diffraction property. Okay, next. Which of the following best defines light? A type of sound energy, a form of energy detectable by eyes, a magnetic force, heat radiation only. Come on, student, here starts the MCQ session. Each and every student mention your answers in the comment section. Yes. I am not getting any answers. Are you in the class or you left the session? Please, any one of you, yes, very good. So what is the answer, students? Light is nothing but it is a form of energy detectable by light. So one thing you have to remember is that light does not require any medium to travel, but the sound requires a medium to travel. Okay, next. Light rays travel in curved paths, zigzag lines, straight lines, circular paths. Yeah, tell me, students, what is the answer for this question? Each and every student mention your answer in the comment section. And what is the answer for this question? Light travels how? In a zigzag manner or in a straight line or in a curved line? Yes, very good. When a light hits an object, it can be only observed, only transmitted, absorbed or reflected, converted to sound. When a light ray hits an object, how it will be? It will be absorbed or reflected, or it will be only observed, or it will be only transmitted, or it will be converted to sound. So what is the answer here, sir? So this is the basic light session. I think everybody know this. Okay. And what is the answer for this question? It is absorbed or reflected. A mirror with a flat surface is known as concave mirror, convex mirror, plane mirror, spherical mirror. So tell me, I have already explained you the mirror concept. So what is a mirror? How many types of mirrors we have? Okay. So if it appears flat, so that type of mirror is known as what? Everybody mention your answers in the comment section, and in the evening session I am going to conduct a session on Delhi Sultanate. Okay. Everybody actively participate in that session also. Very good. Plane mirror. The image formed by a plane mirror is always real and inverted, virtual and erect. Real and erect smaller than the object. So tell me students, so I have already explained you, okay, the mirror will follows left right inversion method. Okay, that means the thing which is on the left side, it will appear on the right side, and the thing which is on the right side, it will appear on the left side. So that is followed by the mirror. So tell me, what is the answer for this question? Real and inverted. Real and inverted. Left right inversion in a plane mirror. Sorry. Real and erect. Okay. Left right inversion in a plane mirror means the image is upside down, the image is smaller, left side of the object appears on the right in image, the image is real. So tell me students, what is the answer for this question? No, right, real and erect, sorry, okay. And the answer for this question is left side of the object appears on the right side in image. Next, the angle of incident is equal to the angle of refraction, reflection, dispersion, diffraction. So when the light ray is falling on a glass object, the same length of the light will be incident, reflected. So that purpose we can say what? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Very good. This is law of what students? Law of reflection. What do you mean by law of reflection? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of incidence, and the thing which is perpendicular to both the lines are known as what students? Normal. This law is known as what? Law of reflection. Angle of reflection is equal to angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Yes. Diffused reflection occurs on smooth surfaces, shiny surfaces, rough surfaces, transparent surfaces. So tell me, diffused reflection. We have two types of reflections, right? Diffused reflection and one thing is regular reflection. Diffused reflection is also known as what students? Irregular reflection. Okay. So this diffused reflection, the light rays will incident on either a smooth surface or rough surface. Tell me. Yes. What is the answer for this question? Rough surfaces. Okay, why? Because when an incident rays hits the rough surfaces, those, okay, the directions of that incident rays will be in different directions. When it comes to in a regular reflection, when the light rays hits the smooth surfaces, the reflected rays will all travel in the same direction. Okay. A concave mirror curves outwards, inwards, flat, both ways. Concave mirror. So concave mirror will curve outsides or inwards. So where we will use this concave mirror students? Dentists will use this, and even torch lights will use this convex mirror. Why? Because in convex mirror, when the light hits that convex mirror, all the reflected rays will meet at a single point. Inwards. Very good. Convex mirrors are used as a rear view mirrors because they form enlarged images, form inverted images, provide a wider field of view, form real images. So when you look at the vehicles, most of the vehicles use this convex mirror. Why? Because this convex mirror give image of what type? And the convex mirror is nothing but the curve is it is curved outwards. Wider view. Very good. A real images can be obtained on a screen only virtual, always erect, formed by convex mirrors only. A real image can be. Tell me students. Yes, very good. A real image can be. A real image can always be obtained on the screen only. Okay. Next, A convex lens is thicker at the edges, center, both equally, neither. Convex lens is nothing but what, students? Convex lens. So here it is convex lens. So it is thicker at what position? Okay, when the light incidents on this convex lens, so what happens? How it will be? It will be like this. Okay, so tell me what is the answer for this question? Center. Very good. Concave lenses always produce images that are real and inverted, virtual, erect and diminished, real and enlarged, inverted and same size. So tell me, concave lens is nothing but this is how. Okay. So when the light rays hit on this, so what happens, students? So the reflected rays will be diverged. Okay. So by these, how can we say the image appeared on the concave lens will be in smaller size or in larger size? Virtual, erect and diminished. Very good. So I have even show you the housefly diagram also. Okay. A rainbow is formed due to the reflection only, refraction, reflection and dispersion, absorption of light, diffused reflection. Rainbow is formed due to all the phenomena. So which are those phenomena, students? So tell me, each and every student, mention your answers in the comment section. Rainbow, as I have already explained you. So if there is a raindrop in the atmosphere, so when a light strikes on that like water droplet, so what happens? It reflects back and it gives 7 colors. Okay, due to which phenomena they will act? Due to refraction, reflection and dispersion. Very good. When Newton disk is rotated rapidly, it appears red, black, white, multicolored. So tell me, students, what is the answer for this question? So every day I am going to conduct like sessions on general science. So until the completion, this session will be continued. So each and every students, so follow this general science series. It will be very, very helpful for your upcoming examination. So for SSC, GD, RRB Group D, RRB, NTPC, SSC, CHSL and SSC, CL, for all the examination, this session will be very, very helpful. Why? Because I am explaining the concept with MCQs. Okay? Yes. RRB NTPC special batch complete course is available on our Chandan Law Exam. SSC GD complete course is also available on our Chandan Law Exam. 0 to Hero Arithmetic, Reasoning and Advanced Maths complete course is also available on our Chandan Law Exam. SSC exams 2026 new pattern syllabus course is also available on our Chandan Law Exam. Railway exams complete courses syllabus is also available on our Chandan Law Exam. Bank exams complete courses are also available on Chandan Law Exam. Bank SSC RRB combo courses are also available. Reasoning and arithmetic you can get it only for 999 plus delivery charges applicable. APPSC, TGPSC, essay constable courses are also available on Chandan Law Exam. APPSC, TGPSC group 2 courses are also available. Single subject courses are also available on our Chandan Law Exam. So daily I am going to continue general science session. So one day physics and tomorrow chemistry and the next day biology. In the same way, till the completion of the general science topics, this session will be continued. And not only this, daily I am continuing Indian history series in Chandan Law Telugu YouTube channel. So already 10 sessions have been completed. So yet to be continued that sessions also. So everybody, each and every student subscribe to those 3 channels, Chandan Law Telugu, English and main channels. Okay, in order to boost your preparation, we have come up with these initiations. So everybody subscribe to those 3 channels. So whenever there is a live session, you will get a notification so that you can join in that session. Okay, and not only that, students, we have Telegram, Instagram and WhatsApp channels. Join in those channels so that if there is any like updates regarding examinations or examination changing dates, so you will get an update. And not only that, you will get a daily current